Hey guys, in this I have implemented a normal library management system using Chash. So this is my base class library books. It has three data members: books borrowed. This is for keeping an account of the number of books borrowed, and this is the book. It keeps the details of the books that are there in the catalog. So as you can see, it is of type object, so as to hold two kinds of information, that is the name of the book plus the number of copies that there are in the catalog. So accordingly I typecast to integer and a string. And book issue is for a particular user, name of the book and the issue date of the book. Yeah. So this is a function catalog. As it has to be overridden by the child class, I have used the virtual keyword. So here I have just for the baseline I just show the option that I just display that it is admin's catalog management, as it is only available to the admin and not any other user, as we will see are the faculties and students later on in the coming session. So in this public library class book, this is a constructor. This is a public constructor. It just initializes the book catalog with A, B, C, D, E, as there are only 5 books. You can change it accordingly and by taking the input from the admin itself and not from any normal user, that is any faculty or student. So it is basically very easy to do that. So I have used the concept of implementation inheritance by creating an interface lib, and it has 4 functions. As you can see, search, this is for searching a book, and borrow is for borrowing a book, return is for returning, and details to display the details of the book that has been issued. So as you can see, this is the class faculty. This is a kind of a user. It inherits library books and implements lib. So as we know that Chash does not allows multiple inheritance, but we can do so by implementing one as an interface and one as a normal child class or base class or whatever do you call it. And this is public faculty. This is the constructor. It firstly calls the base classes constructor and then initializes its own variable, as you can see. So in this function search I just get a parameter. This parameter holds the name of the book. So as we know that book book variable holds the total number of copies of a particular book and the various number of books that there are in the catalog. So I get the name of the book in the string ff, and then I compare it with the parameter that was already passed, as you can see in this line. And if it happens, I set a is equal to true and accordingly return it, or else I'll just set it to false and return it at the end. So that's why I have kept the return type as bool. So now this function void borrow is just to what it does is it just manipulates, or what do I call it? Yeah, it alters the book issue variable. So as I said, it is of type object and it keeps the information about the book that has been issued by a particular user. So this book issue first column will be holding the name of the book, and the second column would be holding the date time object, that is the issue date. So and in case if it is greater than 5, as this system limits the faculty from borrowing more than 5 books. So here in case here 0 1 2 3 4 makes it to 4 books, so it has to be less than 5, or else it will show you the message you're not eligible. And then moving on to return book function. Return book just increments the number of copies of the catalog of the library. And in case if you have surpassed the issue like return date which was already given to you, uh, penalty will be calculated. So as you can see, I just get the issue date and subtract it from today's date, so I get a time span. So I get the total number of days from this time span using the function total days, and I check if it is greater than 365, as a faculty is eligible for having a book for almost an year. So if it is greater than 1 year, I'll tell him the penalty he has to pay, and then also I reduce the number of books borrowed by him by using decrement operator. And then details is just displays the issue details, name of the book and the issue date. Renew, this option is only available to the faculties, so here I just change the issue date to today, so that is by using the function datetime.today. And then here is the class seal class. As you can see, admin, it also inherits library books, and it has its own data members, fact number, number of it, it keeps the information of number of faculties, and this is for number of students. And admin, this is just a constructor. And moving on, fname keeps the information about the faculty's name and the password. And similarly, student name also does the same, name and the password, but of the student. So here creates faculty if it is a new faculty, or if the name is not present in the fname, as we can see. And then it just adds that name and the password to the fname for future reference. And then create student also does the same thing, but for the student using the data member sname. And fact check, when it comes to fact check, it is for checking, it is used for authentication. It just gets the name of the user and the password he has entered, and accordingly checks for if there is any user present in the system similar to that name, and checks if the password he has entered and the password already there matches or not. And accordingly I return the values. Return 1 is to show that the guy is perfectly alright, he has been authenticated. If it is I return 2 to show that it's a new user, so you have to enter the name and the password into the fname. I will see later on. And return 0 is to display no, the user is not authenticated, either the password is wrong or the username is wrong. So then comes this to check, it also does the same thing but using the different data members, that is sname, and returns the same kind of values accordingly. Viewfac is just to see the number of faculties that there are in the who are using the system, and it just displays the data, the elements of the array fname. And view student also does the same thing, but it displays the elements of sname. So now as you see, I override the catalog function which was inherited by the base class library books. So in this function I provide the admin with the option of viewing the books, adding books and deleting the books. So in case viewing the books is very simple, I just display the elements of the book variable, and then moving on, I just for adding any kind of book, I just get the name of the book and then the number of copies that have to be added, and increment the number of copies by just adding that number to the already present number in the array. And then book to string, so I just save the name of the book. I just check the name of the book and accordingly I add the number of copies to it. So and then when it comes to deleting the book, I get the name of the books and then the number of copies I want to remove, and accordingly I check if there is any book which the user has entered, and then I remove the number of copies which were entered by the user from the catalog. And then is the class student. This class student implements the lib interface and inherits the library books. So as we can see, this is the constructor of student class. It firstly calls the base class constructor by using the keyword base, and then initializes its own variable. And then moving on, we'll see the search. It does the same thing which the faculty function does, but this is done by using the variables of the student class. and then borrow also does the same thing, but here the constraint is that a student user cannot borrow more than 3. So 0 1 2 makes it to 3, so it should be 3. Yeah, so here in this I get the name of the book and the issue date, and I store it in book issue. So moving on, for returning book, the constraint is that the number of day has to be less than 15. So here, as you can see, if in case the time span is greater than 15, I calculate the penalty and display it to the user accordingly. So view detail judges displays the issue details of a particular book, and class program is the main class. It holds the static function, main function, and here I create an object of admin for calling the particular functionalities which are available only to the admin. So I ask the user if he wants to continue as an admin, faculty, or as a student. In case he wants to continue as a user, as an admin, I call the function ADM, and then in case if he wants to continue as a faculty, I get the name, I get the password. Firstly, I check whether he is eligible to continue or not by calling the function facchk, that is fact check, and according to value return, call the functions. In case if it is authenticated, I call the function fact, or else I create a new faculty and then I call the function fact, or else I'll show that yeah, the password or the username was wrong. And I do the same thing for the student by calling the functions stu and stucheck. So now moving on to the functions fact. This is to implement the functions that are available to the admin. Faculties, I mean, sorry. So here the faculty is provided the option of searching book, returning book, borrowing or renewing a book, and viewing the book issue details. So I create a faculty object. As you can see, faculty F is equal to new faculty, and as you can see, I add the number every time this function is called. The fact number of AD is an admin object. So as you see, I pass the admin object, I add the number of faculties for it. So keep an account of how many faculties are currently using the system. So in case if you want to search the book, I just call the function search and display the result accordingly. And then in case he wants to return any book, I call the function return book. And then borrowing a book is done by the function borrow, which I had already explained. Renewing a book is done by the renew function. And then going on to student's functionality, this is done by the function stu. So here he is being given the option of searching, returning and borrowing. As you can see, there is no option for renewing book as it is specific only for the faculty users. So in case he wants to search a book, he'll call I create an object of the student class. Student L is equal to new student, and then I also implement the number of students for the admin so that he knows that a new user has been added, new student user has been added. So now I just call the function borrow to implement the borrowing book functionality, and then moving on, I go on to ADM. ADM is for providing the functionalities that are available for the admin. So as you can see, he is being given the option of managing the faculty, students and maintaining the books. So I create an admin object, that is I get it from the previous function, main function itself, ADE, and then I accordingly call the function viewFact, viewStudent and catalog to manipulate all these three members, that is faculty, students and books. So now we'll run it. Yeah, so now as you see, this is the main screen, main display. So I'll continue as a faculty. So he'll ask me the name is Jyoti. Yeah, so I'm a new user. So let's say I want to search a book A. So yeah, he says yes, he wants to continue. And then now let's say I want to, okay, so it shows me that it doesn't show me any message. So let's see what went wrong here. So I'll close it and I'll go on to faculties, search. So that was, let's say, where is faculties. Yeah, yeah, this is the faculty. Okay, so here, okay, return A, it returns true and false. So yeah, okay, so it returns the value, and then I see this. I'll go on to the function fact search, and I'll see book found. Yeah, so now let's say run the function again. So I'll continue as a faculty. I'll enter my name Jyoti, password, I'm a new user. Let's say I want to borrow a book A. So the issue date is 12/8/1995. So yeah, I want to continue. So let's say I want to see the issue details. So yeah, the name of the book was A and the issue detail was entered. Issue date was entered as 12/8/1995. So it is displayed as 12/8/1995. Let's say now I want to return the book, or no, okay, I want to renew the book. So I'll enter the option 4. The name of the book was A. Yeah, it shows me the option that book has been renewed. So yes, I want to continue. Let's say now we see the book issue details. Okay, so now it shows 29/8/2016. That is today's date. So it has been renewed. So now in case if I want to return any book, I'll go on to the option A and then I'll display A. Yeah. So now if I see the book issue details, it shows me nothing, which means that the book has been returned. And now let's say I wanna return to the main menu. Yeah. So now I'll move on to student. So let's say the student name is Jyoti and Niti. Now if I want to search a book, I'll enter B. Yeah, it shows me yes, it has been found. So I'll continue. Let's say I wanna borrow a book. It is the same functionality as that of faculty, but here the option of renewing a book is not given. So name of the book was, let's say I will add as 2016. 12/9/2016. Okay, that will wrong. That will be wrong. So 2016. Yeah. So yeah, I'll continue. So I'll see the details. Yeah, 12/7/2016. Yeah, cool. Now if I want to return the book, I'll say the name of the book as AA, and it will show me the penalty. So 36/2. So it will just multiply the number of days with 2. As for each day, two amount of rupees 2 is added to the penalty. So now let's return to the main menu. Yes, I want to continue. So now let's say I want to continue as an admin. So admin is given this option. So if I see the faculties, yeah, it shows me a username called Jyoti and it has the password Jyoti. Yeah, so now continue and manage students. So yeah, there was a user called Jyoti and his or her password was Niti. So okay, cool. So now in case if I want to maintain books, I'm given the option of viewing a book, adding a book, deleting a book. So if I view the books are A, B, C, D, E. Okay, cool. So in case if I want to delete the book, name of the book is A. How many copies do I want to delete? I just want to delete 1 copy. So here, now if I see the books, as you see, it has been removed. Yeah, cool. So now if I want to add books, A, adding the number of copies, 2. So if I view the books, yeah. Earlier it was 2, now 2 plus 2 is 4. So cool. So I'll return to the main menu. Yes.